Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. And today I want to do a review and test of the Condor woodlaw. So let's get Alright, starting off with some specs. We've got a 4-inch blade, a 4.5-inch handle. The blade width is 1 inch. The thickness of the blade is 1/8. The overall length from point to pommel is 8.5 inches. We've got green burlap micarta scales with brass pins and a brass lanyard tube. It is a Scandi ground knife, and the steel is 1075 high carbon steel. To go along with the knife, we've got a very nice black leather sheath. Condor, all their sheaths are very good quality. I've had no complaints whatsoever with any of their sheaths. The only things I've done to this sheath, just to kind of break up that black, is I've wrapped a little bit of copper wire around it. And this is also multi-use, so if I get out in the field and I need to make some snares, I can take this off and use it as that. And then I've got just a sewing needle duct taped to the back here, just to help in repair. I can also use it with the copper to stitch up my bag or my clothes, my shoes, anything like that. And then I've got a piece of leather on here just so that I can hang it around my neck. You can put this on your belt. It rides very well, but it's a little too high for me, so I'd rather just hang it around my neck and wear it like I've had this knife for about 3-4 months. I got it at the end of November, and it is almost the end of February. So around 3 months-ish, and I've used this knife pretty much every day for all my bushcraft tasks, cutting tasks, opening boxes, cutting zip ties, things like that, and it has performed incredibly well. I've only done 2 modifications to this, and those were just because those are things that I personally like, and it is nothing to do with the actual knife design itself. It's a very good design, but the only 2 things that I have done to it is, I don't know if you can see right in here, but I have given it a little sharpening choil just so that I can get this thing fully sharp all the way across and I don't get a little bit of a recurve right at the handle. And then I have made it into a scandivex grind, and what that means is the normal Scandinavian grinds are pretty much triangle or wedge. They look like this, and with the scandivex I'm keeping that blade or that grind width, but I'm just rounding the corners. That way it looks a little more like this, and that just helps the knife or the edge last longer and perform a little bit better, in my opinion. Other than that, I've only added a lanyard to this, and that's just to help get it out of the sheath. So let's get to the test portion of this, and we're going to be making a 1-stick fire. If you don't know what that is, I'm basically going to take this piece of cedar, baton it down with this, get as small, medium, and large, so kindling, tinder, and fuel for just from this. And we're going to start a small fire with the bow drill. So, alright, let's get this guy processed down and we'll get started. Place some of these smaller sticks right off the bat, right over here, and then keep working this thing down. I'm going to save this piece because I'm going to need to make a feather stick tinder bundle for the bow drill. So I'm going to save this, just put it over to the side, and remember that that is the piece I'm going to use. Alright guys, so in that test, you saw the knife performed very well. I can do large tasks like tonning and splitting out large chunks of firewood. Basically anything under 4 inches, the knife can handle. After that, the only reason it can't is because the blade is just too small. But other than that, it performed amazingly. You saw I did splitting, fine splitting, and then feather sticking. And then I also carved the notch and the spindle for the bow drill set that I used. And after all that, the knife still is razor sharp. Oop. There we go. You can see, still perfectly sharp. Maybe needs a slight stropping, but other than that, this knife, I guarantee you, can rock on for the next 3 days, doing all kinds of tasks, and it'll still work perfectly fine. So I hope you all enjoyed this video. Let me know if there's anything else you guys want me to take a look at. Hopefully there'll be more videos coming, but this is kind of the busy time for me right now. I got school and work and all kinds of stuff going on. But other than that, take care, and I'll see y'all on the